Hello everyone, this is your Pokemon Professor Valken aka Professor Val. Welcome to finals of transfers and next matchups, basically pick'ems for the week. The SPL D League match previews are here. And for the finals, we have a special guest, SK himself, Shuckle King has joined us for the finals. Why don't you say hello to the people?
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Shuckle King here. Uh, I'm excited for these finals. I hope everyone is excited for these finals as much as I am. It's been a very long season, a very stressful season going into the holiday season, into the new year. So, yeah, hopefully we have a good finals to cap off the end of the season.
Yeah, very excited. And if you guys have missed who are our two finalists, on the first we have the #1 seed of the entire season. From Team Cal, we have none other than TJ, and from the SK's team himself, Team Shuckle King's pride, one and only surviving member, Die. So, what do you think
It,
of this matchup and how Die being the solo surviving member into the playoffs from Team SK, keeping the pride of the team on his back? What do you think of this matchup?
he has a lot of pressure for sure, but yeah, no, I mean it's as the commissioner of the league, it's like I picked like these 12 teams and coaches, I guess 13 coaches technically, to all do really well. And I want everyone to do very well and succeed, but like you can't say I don't have a bias towards my team. So I wanted everyone in my team to make playoffs, obviously. So it was a bummer when only Die was able to make it, but I had very high confidence in Jason that he could win this whole championship. So even though he was the only one in Team Shuckle King in playoffs, I had the utmost confidence that he like could still pull it out for our team to win it all.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's not wrong to put all your chips in one basket if you know that basket is gonna be the winning basket. I think, and that is proving out doing just that here. Like, even though TJ had a full team, the entire team qualified top four out of the eight, and Dai was the only one in finishing up second in the overall season. And how much ever Team Cal performed, won the regular season, it comes down to the wire, one and one. It is just one man versus one man at the end.
Yep. And it's also the matchup of the one seed against the two seed. So you could say these were maybe the two best coaches throughout this entire season. I think Nova also has um, like
Nova has
a
a good
voice to
start,
say that
yeah.
they were like a top two team, but TJ and Dye ended up being the number one and two seeds. So to see them both in the finals just makes a lot of sense and like shows that their entire regular season was not a fluke.
Yep, for sure. Like, it just, proves, gives that extra oomph to their name and just to the record, I think. And let's talk about the matchup, the biggest two speedsters and the threats, the MEOW versus GREN.
Yes, and obviously the MEOW has the matchup on the ground because of that 1 point speed difference. Uh, did
Yeah.
Pokemon make that like a thing just to make sure Masquerada was like 1 point faster than Gren? I don't know. It seems like it was maximized to be that point, just that little bit of power creep that's in the newer games. But yeah, TJ has that advantage with the speed of Masquerada over the Greninja. Both in Choice Scarf can be an option even if the Greninja gets like a Protean boost, not Protean,
Battle
Battle
Bomb.
Bomb boost and gets the +1 speed. Then Choice Scarf Masquerada can even outspeed that Greninja set. So TJ always gonna have that speed advantage against the Greninja. So it's gonna make it tough for the Greninja. You're gonna have to figure out like what set you're gonna run. You couldn't run agility. I think Greninja gets agility, so
Yeah.
um,
I
that could be
mean,
an option.
yeah, even though it's, meow, like it's just #1 seed versus
It doesn't get
#2.
agility actually.
Yeah, the one speed point gap versus the one seed gap between the two coaches, that's going to be interesting. But he has hands just to take care of Meow every single time. We have seen hands come in a number of time on the physical mons for Dice side, come and take the helmet chip, take as much hits as it can, just hold switch if he knows he's gonna pivot in. And it's not the first time they are playing. It's they also played in the regular season, and in
Mhm.
where Adrenaline Orb Lando I came in clutch versus uh, Dies Lando T, because he only has one ability in Intimidate. Uh, Adrenaline popped, gave him the +1 speed, and it was just over from that get go.
Yeah, no, that week 3, did TJ like throw all his eggs in one basket and like reveal all his secrets to try to take on Jason's team? Does Jason still have like secrets that he didn't show in week 3? It's like tough to tell, but TJ had a lot of pretty crazy techs, like the foul play Masquerada and the Adrenaline Orb Landers. They were both very instrumental in TJ getting the win over Jason.
Yeah, for sure. Like TJ, throughout the entire season has shown some amazing, different kind of plays. We have seen a mirror of offensive Aloe as well, if I'm remembering it correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he had done some crazy stuff. We saw Bandit Cyclazar as well. We saw Cyclazar putting in work in quarterfinals, I think, and in one of the regular season as soon as it was taken after the replacement change. So Cyclazar offensive because normally one sees Cyclazar is just a spin bot, come in with an AV or boot, spin, knock off, U-turn. That's all Cyclazar does. But TJ has some other perspective, and he has shown that in his ways, I would say.
Oh, for sure, yes. So the Cyclosaur and the Quillfish are two Pokemon in this matchup that weren't previously available in week 3. Now you could say Overquill and Hisui and Quillfish have like a lot of similar like functionalities in how they work, which is fair. So a lot of the difference is going to be TJ having the Terra Braviary, and now he has the Terra, or not just regular Cyclosaur. He has Terra Rotom now, which also
Yeah.
wasn't a thing in their original matchup. But yeah, is the Cyclosaur going to match better into this than the Braviary? I'm not sure. Honestly, I thought Braviary was pretty good into Jason's team because what is his flying resist? Archaludon, and I can get hit by close combat. I guess you could say like the Hisuian Avalugg, but that also gets hit by close combat. So like, yeah, I thought Braviary was pretty good originally. But Cyclosaur, I think, also has some pretty nice benefits in this matchup.
Yeah.
It is slower than the Greninja by 1 point. So that is the battle of the top tier speed with Miasgrata being faster than GREN and GREN being faster than the Cyclosaur, all by 1 point each. So that's pretty funny how that ended up being.
Yeah, at least it forces all three mons to be running top speed and no speed creeping, at least at the top side of the draft, I think. And after that,
Potentially.
after that, TJ has a huge drop in speed in Lando and the Terra Ostrich, because when you have a speed boost mon, you don't usually run max speed on it. So
Yeah, I don't think it's also that necessary in this matchup because the next fastest mon would be, I guess, a very speedy Pheasantipity in terms of speed because Ogerpon could always outspeed the Espathra.
yeah.
So, yeah, I would imagine that Espathra is going to be not a lot of speed if it comes this game, but it depends on what type of spread the Espathra is.
Yeah, for sure. So what do you think from both sides are gonna be the staple, at least the staple four, and the combination of two can, obviously change depending upon how the coach has spread against the team.
For sure. So, so Jason's side, and I guess also I have like at least I didn't really help, and this maybe I should have said this before. I really didn't have too much time to help Jason for finals. Unfortunately, this was all played during like the Christmas-ish time area and like prep for Christmas and all that, so I wasn't able to help Jason, unfortunately. Which I wanted to win, and it's unfortunate I wasn't able to help. But I did have Mox against him in week 3 when the matchup was pretty similar, so I have like at least a little bit of an idea of what I thought it would be good for TJ to bring. So I think this, like, overall, this is pretty good perspective. So I think on Jason's side, the first Pokemon I'm looking at is Archaludon, because I think it's just generally just a pretty nice check to a lot of Pokemon. It handles the Miasgrata fine. It handles the Jirachi fine, Almamola fine, Rotom fine, Cyclizar fine, basically everything fine except for kind of the Quaquaval, and definitely the Landers is a pretty big nuisance. And our Chaladon can, to an extent, handle Espathra. It has to be careful. And in the initial matchup, our Chaladon was max special defensive Assault Vest to take on Espathra. So because it is a rematch, the question is, do you want to bring the same Pokemon and like the same type of roles, or are you gonna try to be crazy and like try to change up your sets from what you brought initially? Because you probably brought the sets in week 3 because they were good. So it's like, do you just bring them again in finals, but then TJ's gonna expect it to be that set, or are you gonna change it up, but maybe the set is not as good as it was in week 3? So like that's a lot of struggles there. But I think for the Archaladon, I would think you probably bring a similar Assault Vest special defensive set. But yeah, what do you think about Archaladon in this one?
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, when I watched, Dai gave a description like his arch was perfectly EV to live, a -2 drop from Luster Purge, like was his move. I forgot. Yeah, the -2 drop into a Terra Blast fighting. It was EV to live. The combination of 2 if it was at full health. So which it was unable to keep that and was used as a sack later on. So I think he might literally change his role in terms of that. I mean, as you said, like MEOW can be checked by Archaladon if he predicts triple XL right and get the +3 stamina boost, but if he does not, then a 120 base low kicks from a protein Meow's Karata will not be able to handle that as I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. So Meow's Karata has just like a lot of moves it could run. It's just what do you think the Meow's Karata is going to be?
Syndrome,
what is going to be running this team? And also low kick is also base 80 against Archaladon, so it's also like not hitting it super hard. Though it is, if it is protein, you're going to be getting it stab super effective. So it's going to be hitting it okay. But I know in at least the mock I had against Jason, I was able to win the mock I had against him with physically defensive Terra Fairy Espathra that he wasn't able to break the sub because I didn't Terra and he was a Dragon Tail set. So it was continually able to get Calm Minds behind substitute and just have leftover and just be very bulky and very annoying in that regard. So I was like, do you want Roar on your Chaladon to make sure that Espathra can't continuously set up? And in the original matchup, TJ didn't even bring like a setup Espathra. I believe it was AV U-turn type of set with Lumina Crash, and it was Terra Fighting. So it's like Espathra is just so good as a Terra Captain. It's like very unpredictable. So it's gonna be tough on Jason's side. It's like, what do you do if it's like that Terra Fairy set that doesn't Terra right away, and not because Dragon Tail would let you make sure the Espathra doesn't like continuously set up. You can just give away its stat boost if it's like a stored power set. But if it's sub and can avoid the Dragon Tail, then it's like, that's tough. So yeah, it's gonna be annoying. It's like making sure the Espathra doesn't just steamroll you is like the big thing for Jason in his matchup.
Yeah, especially with Espathra is like it either does nothing or it just steamrolls the game. That's what I have seen from it. But yeah, looking from like if we go from top, Greninja forces Meowth's Karata to be Scarf set, which helps
probably
for Dai because he has hands with helmet to punish that and always just switch around because he hands also have coverage for Ice Punch, which makes Lando Eye very very hard to predict right always because one Ice Punch correct and that ground you have is always gone.
So I have like at least a 6 of what I think Jace is gonna bring, and I think he is not gonna bring the Iron Hands. I think it's definitely a bring. He can. So he has two answers, like two primary answers to Meowscarada, and that would be the Iron Hands and the Pheasantipity.
Yes, yeah.
So I think you're gonna bring it. You could bring both, but I think at minimum you're gonna bring one as like Rocky Helmet, be defensive, make sure Meowscarada doesn't beat you. And I think Fez is even better in that role than Iron Hands is. I don't know if TJ's gonna be cheeky and run like a special Meowscarada, but that could deal pretty decent damage into like a physically defensive Iron Hands. It's not ready to take on a special set. So Pheasantipity should take any form of Meowscarada. Should not be able to beat Pheasantipity unless if it's very weakened.
Yeah, he has ran a special set with Meowscarada.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he had like Nasty Plot, Leaf Storm, Giga Drain, and Dark Pulse set, something like that. Either in quarterfinals or the week 7, I don't remember, but I have seen that set coming up. It was not the biggest thing in the game because his other teammates were able to just win it for him, but it was shown in the builder, and I was so excited to see that. Yeah, just excited. I think Vasco Legion non-Terra is gonna be very important here to stop that Quavel, because that mon is one of the biggest threat. If it's able to get any Aqua step out before Ogerpon comes in or something, anything which is its check, if it's able to get a Moxie boost or SD with Aqua step up, then it just stream rolls unless Vasco Legion is non-Terra in this game. I think Terra Pheasantipity is gonna be something which can be a bring alongside non-Terra Vasco Legion, because with Terra Fez it will be able to also check MEOW and Espatra at the same time if it's not weak to the Psychic.
If you think it's gonna go for like Terra Dark on Pheasantipity or something.
I think maybe Terra Bug as well, because I've seen Terra Bug has been one of the best Terra coverage against Meowscarada, because it never has the a good offensive super effective move against Terra Bug.
Yeah, but knockoff will hit it decently hard, I guess. But yeah, that's like unlikely. So yeah, no, that's a possibility. I guess you are weaker to Stealth Rocks if you are a Terra Bug, and I think Fez probably wants to be Rocky Helmet if it's going to beat a Meowscarada check. It could be Boots, so that's a possibility. Quaquaval, I'm not sure how threatened I am by Quaquaval with Jason's team, honestly. You have Intimidate Lando, which isn't gonna like that's not gonna be the switch in, but it could be Scarf with Special and Psychic, and that could kill the Quaquaval. That's a possibility. And he has enough offensive pressure, like Iron Hands if it comes, like Quaquaval's not gonna beat it because it's gonna just die to one hit from hands, assumingly. Ogerpon is faster and kills it. Pheasantipity is faster and probably doesn't kill it with a Moonblast, but does a lot of damage to it. It's kind of hard for it to really get past Blastoise and Vasco Legion. Mesprit can take a hit if it's physically defensive. And Mesprit's okay as a pseudo Landorus check as well. I don't think Mesprit's coming, but it's like okay. So yeah, I mean, if you can get a Swords Dance and get Speed Boost and get all this stuff for Quaquaval, sure, it's threatening, but I don't know how. Like, I think it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna take a lot for the Quaquaval to actually win. Maybe like screen support or maybe a lot of hazard stacking plus Quaquaval could be a possibility for sure.
Yeah. So let's just give your top 6 for both sides, and I will give it, and let's wrap it up. Maybe I will ask both the coaches to come in afterwards for a small interview.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
I'm not sure. If we do, I will add that by the end of our session. But yeah, for me, I think MEOW of course is gonna come. Lando is gonna come. Jirachi, I think, makes sense here alongside. Last time he had a Quillfish with Intem, but not sure about regular Quillfish. So there's gonna be something. I don't think Aloe makes the most sense here, especially with Ogerpon obviously always giving it a free setup chance. So I think Aloe can be something, or it can be a lure set, and when you know it's gonna set up, just alluring voice into it. I've used it, and opponent was furious. So yeah, it can be something. Uh,
Mhm.
Meow's Kanata, Jirachi, Lando, Terraspatra, uh, Cyclizar can be something, but I don't think so. It shows up here. Maybe Scarf Rotom can be a thing for Scarf Basculegion because it's faster than that. Uh, and either Quavel or Aloe for the sixth spot for me. And
Okay.
for yeah, what's your thing?
Yeah, so TJ side, I think this Bathor looks really good. So I think that comes. And probably some type of Terra that resists Shadow Ball from Basculegion. Because that was the entire plan of Jason was to try to like Shadow Ball spam the team into TJ. But now Cyclizar is here, so it's gonna be harder for the Basculegion to do that. But I think Terrace Bathor comes. I think Cyclizar comes because it is a deterrent to the Basculegion clicking stab moves. Though it is something to note that Jason brought Scale Shot Basculegion week 1 into Lax when he had Cyclizar, and like Basculegion was able to sweep after that. So TJ definitely has to watch out for Sir Cyclizar, but I think that comes. I think Meowscarada obviously is great. Landorus is great here. His clicking ground moves is very good into his team. I think Rotom is pretty nice here. It checks the Landorus, it checks the Iron Hands. It's faster than the Basculegion and deals massive damage into it. Blastoise. Pheasantipity doesn't hit it that hard. Ogerpon and Greninja are good in the Rotom, but I think Rotom's pretty good. That's 5. And then 6th, I would think it's going to be Jirachi or the Quillfish. I think would be the 6th that I would bring. So I would say probably not Quaquaval, probably not Almamole, and probably not Carbink.
Okay, so yeah, we have the main five from you, and like either Jirachi or Quillfish, depending upon what he needs
Yep.
to check as the last spot. I think yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good team for the finals, I would say. And for Dai, what do you think?
So Dai, I think he's bringing 5 of the 6 same. So I think Archaludon is really nice here. Ogerpon is a very good offensive threat. Now, Cyclizar is here, so like at least clicking grass and fire moves, it's not gonna. It probably dies to Swords Dance boosted Ivy Cudgel, but it's not gonna die to a regular Ivy Cudgel. So maybe you want fairy coverage or maybe even superpower on the Ogerpon to hit both the Cyclizar and the Hisuian Quillfish. I think that's like a fine bring. So you could be like Synthesis 3 attacks or Swords Dance 3 attacks with the Ogerpon. Greninja is great. I don't know if the counter set that he brought before with the lead is going to work just because I think Rotom is pretty good in this matchup, but you'll figure out a Greninja set that can work. Basculegion has been a very reliable Pokemon for him, so I think that comes. Landorus is like a staple Pokemon, so I think that's going to be 5. And then 6 is either going to be Iron Hands or Pheasantipity, and I think he's going to change it from Iron Hands to the Pheasantipity of this game. I think he wants to not give Lando opportunities to like click ground moves. Now he could bring Shuckleberry, Iron Hands, but I think you want Rocky Helmet on the team somewhere, so I think it's going to be a Rocky Helmet Fez on this team in the 6th slot.
That makes sense. Yeah, I would like that as well. I think that's the nearest thing. I would also go for Dai. Uh, I had access to his front office, but I did not look for this mock, and I was a bit busy as well. I would have helped otherwise, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's my guy. I did put in work for his PPL, but was unable. I had to choose, so I was like, it's
Yeah.
if I had to do one, I will pick PPL because I can be neutral while I do this section of the
Sure.
video. So
That makes sense.
yeah, because it was finals in both the leagues, so it was the same opportunity. But I hope whoever wins, because if you guys don't remember, the winner of this game is gonna be invited for the SPL season 5, which is gonna be held with in champions and all the big coaches you always see in the SPL league.
Yes, and like, yeah, I mean, I want to invite everyone if I can for the league when we do champions. But like, yeah, we have a lot of coaches already like lined up, and we don't know how big the roster is going to be. So it's like, yeah, like if you can secure the spot here, that would definitely be very, very nice for you. And yeah, it's honestly tough for me to decide who I'm rooting for, because obviously Jason is on my team Shuckle, so like I want him to win. But probably I think TJ is the longest person I've known out of all the coaches in this league. So it's like, I really want him to succeed, and it'd be great for him to get a championship on his first Wi-Fi league. But I think this would also be Jason's first Wi-Fi championship in Generation 9. I think it is, but which is crazy because I feel like he makes at least semifinals in every league that he plays in. So
Yeah,
like,
he has been making so many playoffs and semis and final runs. I think the past couple of months I've seen him. I've not seen him, exit any league before semis. That's for true in the last time. I think Bubble, yeah, he lost Bubble to AIM in semis. He lost the PPL in finals. And this is the finals. I hope he wins this one. He's my guy. But I would say TJ, looking at once, I've seen TJ grow the most, especially in terms of content. The way his video were week 1, and with everybody, especially his coach Cal, has helped him, I think, and the others. His content has just grown a lot, and I would love to see more in Wi-Fi and just keep growing.
For sure.
So guys, that was it for this section, and I still don't know if I'm gonna do the interview with the coaches. If it do, this section will be cut and I will do another outro. But for now, that's it. Thank you so much for joining in, and this is gonna be the first video of 2026, and maybe I will do some of my league games as well, and maybe I will coming back for the SPL season 5 as an analyst. I don't know. See you guys. Thank you so much for joining in, and thank you so much for SK giving his time and coming up for the video. Means a lot.
Of course, yeah. It's always a pleasure, Val.
Yeah. See you guys. See ya. Peace out. Professor Val signing off.